right. So this past week, we started the first part of a two-part conversation around Dietrich Bonhoeffer. And in the first part of the conversation last week, we were really interested in thinking about Bonhoeffer in relationship to the pressing issues that are upon us now. So to speak, contextualizing Bonhoeffer, but maybe even more than contextualizing Bonhoeffer, um, getting clear on our own context and the kind of questions we're asking. So we thought about Bonhoeffer and his significance given the issue that we are dealing with politically, racially, class-wise. We were thinking about Bonhoeffer in relationship to the specific political climate in the United States, thinking about Bonhoeffer in relationship to the ways in which the word fascism is emerging as a descriptive term to talk about the United States, thinking about Bonhoeffer in relationship to the heightened awareness, particularly among white folks, around anti-Black violence at the hands of the police and things of this nature, thinking about Bonhoeffer in relationship to resistance, on the ground protest, thinking about finally Bonhoeffer in relationship to COVID-19. What does it mean to think about Bonhoeffer against the backdrop of a raging pandemic and virus that is global, but a virus that is capitalizing upon and working through prior viruses, capitalism as a virus, racism as a virus. So those are the things we talked about last week. And I set up and I teased everybody to say, in effect, Bonhoeffer is an interesting interlocutor. He can help us think about these things. And at the same time, he doesn't get us all the way where we need to go. My language was a kind of strong language to say he's insightful, but at the end of the day, he kind of fails. This week, I want to lay that out a little bit more. And we're going to do that thinking in relationship to an important essay, which became a chapter in a book of his that was published after his death. That chapter, which comes from the book called Ethics, the chapter itself is called Ethics as Formation. We're going to think about that, and we're going to think about the shadow of colonialism that overshadows Bonhoeffer's writings, what insight we get from what he did see, and what the significance of the colonial shadow over his work portends, not just for him, but for us as we deal with our crises today, from COVID-19 to anti-Black violence in the streets, to struggles of protest in the streets, and things of this nature.